still here. Oh gods, Zagreus. Something's going on out there.
Titan.
What?
Go on. Prepare to suffer for all that you've done, wretch. Or shall I stay my hand merely because you made the mistake of loosening your hold on me?
This was no mistake. Nor shall I seek mercy from the likes of you, witch. Do with me as you must. I cannot.
Kronos. Headmistress. What happened? What's going on?
Anyway, where are we? One instant I discovered that our enemy invaded Erebus, and the next I know he's groveling about my feet. How is this possible? What have you done?
I did everything as planned, but Zagreus, I told him, I warned him. In his time, he was supposed to run the Titan through and end all this.
Zagreus spared me, took me in, and from that point, I led what came to be an altogether different life, which I now realize was but a dream, a delusion. Yet still, you changed my course.
And you take me for a fool. You suddenly recall having this chat with Zagreus a while back, and now you're having all these second thoughts?
Second thoughts? Oh, far, far more. Here, in this house, you had delighted in a hiding game when you were very small, and you and Zagreus would fight.
A better past? But none of it occurred. Nothing changed. You should be gone.
None of us understand ourselves entirely. Melinoi, this wretch is overcome and shan't be using his old tricks again. End him.
Yes. Finish what you set your mind to, Granddaughter. For I have no
Silence. You'll exist in this world until I say otherwise. No.
Our family. Granddaughter, I shall not release them now. You shall.
Father, mother, brother.
Father, what? Why have you brought me here? And the others? What is the meaning of all this?
Ask your daughter, Hades. Perhaps she can explain better than I. Go on, then.
Queen Persephone, Prince Zagreus, return to us.
Hades,
Mother.
Melinoi, you're all grown up. Oh, my heart.
Melinoi, it's you. You did it. Me, I nicely asked Grandfather to stand down after all, long before you were even born. Oh, my head.
They shall recover. Give them time. Now send me to the blasted void already. You, son, or that...
Wait, no. Sister, don't. Don't you remember? Grandfather, he was there when you were growing up. Was it a dream? It couldn't have only been a dream. Just, please, give him a chance.
Zagreus, you need not advocate for me again. What we experienced was a possibility and nothing more. And you, Melinoi, to think I put you through.
I ought to take my vengeance on you both. Zagreus, I trusted you with our entire family's future. And no, I don't remember any of what you and this Titan claim. How convenient that only you seem to recall it.
How convenient. You cast your dream time witch magic on us. And if you still think destroying Grandfather will make this ridiculous family's problems go away, then no wonder your fancy spell didn't quite work out.
Enough! No fighting is permitted in this blasted house. Especially not between the two of you. Do you intend to wind up old and wretched and wrathful like him? Like me?
Lord Father, it was my wrath that brought me to this point. And how can you possibly compare?
We did this to each other. Gods and titans. Doomed to live forever, yet learn nothing all the while.
I may yet take vengeance in my own name. But let us first make certain Kronos shall undo the harm he caused. All of it. Zagreus wants to give him a chance.
Then he shall have his chance. You hear that, Father? By the grace of the Princess of the Underworld, you have one chance to return what you took.
I can alter change what already occurred, Hades. I am an old titan, as you say.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest, to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful Underworld King and Queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and Shades of the Dead, still loyal to their cause, answered the call. They and the Titan picked up many pieces of the past. And soon, the house grew more like how it used to be. But then, a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
Hey. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help. Especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot.
Believe me, I had nothing better to do. Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there. And each keep an eye on Chronos as we tie up some loose ends.
You're not still angry with me, are you? For, not murdering our grandfather in an utterly defenseless state? I wish you could remember growing up with him. You got on rather well. He made you laugh more than I did.
In this dream past only you and he recall, I'm still uncertain how to feel about this possibility of a more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one.
You don't seem like the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other. Though, still, I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own.
He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right?
I will. You take care too.
The notoriously fearsome triple-headed monster, sir.
Well, boy, this must be the next best thing to guarding the Underworld's gates. Say, do I have your permission to give you a scratch? The way my brother demonstrated before. You're a fine dog.
He is aware.
Prince Zagreus?
Princess Menenui.
You are as certain in this as is she, Witch of the Crossroads. It is no burden to you, then, to look after her and care for her, as we would have, had none of this occurred.
I am not her mother, my lord, no substitute for all that she has lost. Yet I once swore to you that...
And you, Menenui, your mind is set. Though I am unsurprised, I nonetheless must ask, for your decision here.
Is to serve in shadow. I know full well, Father, and do not make this decision lightly, but I can't leave the crossroads.
This new venture of his, such a toil for you.
Oh, I don't mind. This matter is close to my heart.
It is as though he lived a different life up to this point. I still find it rather difficult to accept.
Lord Uncle has our full report. We'll see what he decides. All this is going to be an adjustment, isn't it? But I'll see you again soon, and Mother, and Cerberus, and Zagreus.
All part of what we now shall do. Cerberus has already taken to rampaging through the fields of his own accord.
I'll be counting on it. I'm glad you're back, Father.
Shadows conceal you.
Be well, Lord Father.
Go unseen.
My beautiful daughter. I still can hardly believe it's you. It's said that children grow up in the mere blink of an eye, but this was too fast. Much too fast.
Oh, Mother. I got here as quickly as I could, but it took some time.
It did. Queen Persephone, would that I could give back all the moments and the memories which I denied you.
They also say time heals all wounds, though I have yet to verify that claim, especially with all our house servants still recovering. Forgive...
And for that matter, all eternity to locate the three fates. Still no sign of them at all, even with Nick...
None. I cast them into the abyss. Had I but known precisely where, they would have known how to get back.
This hypothesis of yours about the flow of time, you're certain we need to keep condition...
Ah, yes. That is the only way to test a theory properly.
Something to rectify. Mother?
You too. Knowing how things go, we'll see each other again before we...
You have my gratitude, O Queen, and my pledge. At least this...
Yes, well, Father shall see to the ongoing underworld renovations.
That it is. I am prepared.
Sister Selene. Great mix.
My faithful Eye of Night, my child. Thank you for ensuring that our realm remains secure and keeping watch above it all. I never doubted that I could count on you.
But Mother, had our watch been more dependable, then none of this would have transpired.
Trying times shall always come about. Now go, and whenever you ride through the dark of the sky, remember, I am always there.
Thank you, Mother, and
Farewell.
I must say, I did not expect that we could ever draw you down this far, sister.
if you are ready, little star, then let us go, lest we outstay our greeting.
Come, Malinois, for all the reasons that Selene...
Then let's be off. If only Artemis were here, this...
Then let us ride into the dark above. And do be careful to hold on as we depart.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, daughter.
You get to fly like this each night.
If I may briefly interrupt, we have arrived at our initial destination, everyone.
I do appreciate the ride upon your gleaming chariot, O Moon. But it is time for me to go. Perhaps my conversations with Hades have prepared me to face...
Lord Uncle Zeus asks that you come alone. He and Olympus may not be quite as merciful as Father was, but how you act with them shall...
And I ought never to be late. Perhaps they shall at least permit me to assist you from here on in case you do retrace your steps. Right. Off I go.
Well, good evening.
Thought we'd drop in.
Lord Apollo and Lady Artemis.
It's a beautiful night, Lady Selene, and you must be the esteemed Witch of the Crossroads. You've trained my cousins very well indeed to have brought Kronos to our heights, still in one piece.
Fine, Apollo, I was incorrect for once. No need to boast. Malinois, I may have wagered that you'd cut the tie.
I know it's unimaginable, but he came here willingly, and Lord Zeus wanted to speak to him in private. Wait, does that mean you were kicked out of your house?
Well, we consider it a palace, but, no. No, we've been appointed to escort you to the Crossroads as a symbol of our family's unity, and come bearing a gift. Shall we be off?
We ride.
Here we go.
Thus was Hades, feared ruler of the dead, restored to his rightful throne alongside splendorous Persephone, the queen. The attacks upon Olympus finally ceased, and ever since, the gods governed our world with newfound care. As for the princess of the dead, Malinois, she stayed in steady touch with all her family from the dark comfort of the shadows that had long since been her home. And she and the Silver Sisters kept their secret vigil over all the realms forevermore.
May it all turn out that way in time, Homer. Though, what am I going to do with myself now that my task is finally complete? Don't think I forgot about you, little one. We really did it, didn't we?
All this time, for naught. Perhaps the fates themselves always knew my plans would be undone again. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, hence I go.
You said yourself Mother could use some rest. Why don't you join her? I can keep an eye on things.
No. Nyx is with the Queen. Nor shall I leave my daughter unattended.
Unattended? You act like I may not be the best influence on her.
I do not act.
Oh, hello. Well, this is a rare treat. The both of you together in this lounge. What brings you here, Grandfather?
I yet to seek the girl's whereabouts is what. I have turned over this residence in its entirety and found nary a sign. She is already as elusive as you always were, Hades.
That or your old senses have dulled. She went running over there by the head chef, where she yet lingers in silence. Go before her patience wears thin.
What Father meant to say was no, we've no idea where my good son's little sister is. She could be anywhere. Have you tried checking the administrative chamber? Gods, I sound like Hypnos.
Tag, you are it.
Hey, no fair!
Is this the future? Or is it the past? Not merely mine, but yours, granddaughter. Everybody in this house.
Easy there, Cerberus.
Yay! Take that!
That's at last. Just like we trained.
Right, this way, please.
Unbelievable.
What happened then?
I the bloodiest part.
I got you something.
I don't know if that's me. I finally won!
Blast.
It's in the blood.
Focus.
Night and darkness guide me. I remember all of that. My life, the way it could have been. Oh gods, Zagreus, did it work? What's going on out there?
Melinoi, it's really you. You look just like your nightmare reflection did. So long ago, before the little you was even born. Did we succeed? Oh, I'm shaking.
They shall recover. Give them time. And give me death.
Grandfather, no. How could you say that after all we've been through together? I swore you'd be under my protection and... Oh, gods. What happened to this place?
I took this place as what, Zagreus? And ruined it. You need not advocate for me again. You never knew my real self.
No. Our family's had enough for now. Who else recalls what happened? Memories as vivid as any you hold dear, but of a separate life we might have lived. Mother, do you remember?
I do. You were...
I too remember now. That father was with us. After...
Queen Persephone, Lord Hades, do not believe these falsehoods coursing through your minds. Even your son and daughter seem susceptible. You all have been manipulated by the Titan's spell.
Headmistress, that's not true. Don't you understand? The dissolution of time, this is how I manifested it. You always said the task was mine, as were the methods I employed. This was the path I chose.
Then you failed. Death to Kronos was the task, yet there he is.
Your own teachings. To think for myself, not just do as I'm told.
I shall never forgive this Titan for what he has done. To this world, your family, you, or me.
Dear Hecate, my handmaiden, who said anything about forgiveness? I've never heard such pain in you. Last I recall in this...
In our moment of peril, you were the only one we could count.
I did no more than was my charge, O King and Queen.
What now? There is so much to be done. Bringing this house to order, for one thing.
Granted. We're not finished with you, Kronos.
Granted, but only this one chance.
You would permit me such a chance?
Your time itself.
To move forward.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest, to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful Underworld King and Queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and shades of the dead still loyal to their cause answered the call. They and the Titan picked up many pieces of the past. And soon, the house grew more like how it used to be. But then, a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
Princess? Hey. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help. Especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot.
Believe me, I had nothing better to do. Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there. And each keep an eye on Kronos as we tie up some loose ends.
It must be hard to even look at him after everything he did. I can't help but be glad we're all here, but that's easy for me to say, not having been locked in a lifelong conflict.
I'll manage. You helped me realize there even was a path toward this outcome. As I faced Kronos in this house, I started to sense that being cut off from this family was consuming him.
It might have consumed him completely. Good thing we make a decent brother-sister team. Past and present, real and imagined. And now we don't even need Dreamtime witch magic to stay in touch.
No, I suppose not. Feels like we've been through thick and thin together, doesn't it? Even without the memories of a wholly different and generally more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one.
Come on, you're not the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other, though still. I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own.
He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right?
I will. You take care too.
The notoriously fearsome triple-headed monster Cerberus rests in his favored spot, and now regards the Princess of the Dead with 3 expressions different than before.
Well, boy, this must be the next best thing to guarding the Underworld's gates. Say, do I have your permission to give you a scratch? The way my brother demonstrated before. Don't snap my head off, boy.
I probably won't.
Hail. Heading out? Olympus doesn't like to be kept waiting, I know. We'll remember you here, lass. Somehow it still feels as if we've only met. What an unusual time.
That it is, Achilles, sir. I have these glimpses now of cherished moments I might have...
They seem to be. Your relatives recovered the most swiftly, but I think we're all still feeling some effects. And catching up on everything we missed, and aiding where we can.
I'll miss you all. This really does feel like a dream at times. I fear I may forget it, as one tends to do with dreams.
I trust you'll still remember what I always told you about fear. Please don't worry. I know we may not see you for a while, but I shall await whenever we may meet again.
As shall I.
My beautiful daughter. We were just talking about you. How you were as a child. Both in this life and the other. Growing up is so difficult. And you had to do it twice.
Which makes me beyond fortunate. Hecate was the best caretaker I can imagine. And I'm so grateful to have experienced a life with you, Mother. Well, there was so much warmth. And now you've met this other side of me.
And I shall eagerly await getting to know this other side of you even better. And, Hecate, you're certain it's no burden to you to continue looking after her, just in case?
I swore to you that no harm shall come to your daughter, O Queen, and that vow remains. And I shall always care for her, whether she resides with me or not.
Then it's settled. And, Malinui, for what it's worth, I likewise opted not to live at home when I was in my youth.
Please reconsider this, Malinui. You cannot be serious about returning to that dusty glade. Your rightful home is here, and you may be unable to return whilst you are with us due to laws much older than ours. To serve the unseen
is to serve in shadow. I know full well, Headmistress, and do not make this decision lightly, but I can't leave the crossroads, especially when we've so much left to do.
Working with Kronos on this new venture of his, you've been instrumental in altering time as we know it. So you're certainly the best fit to keep things that way.
Ensuring time keeps working in our favor seems like a good way to spend my own time. It should be interesting, and the matter is close to my heart. Perhaps I was born for this.
You were born for much more, but we'll do our share. Cerberus has already taken to prancing through the fields of his own accord, and your father and I shall not be far. As for your brother, well, he always turns up.
All this is going to be an adjustment, though, isn't it? Even if I'll see you all again soon.
An adjustment is putting it mildly. Now go make your rounds, and I'll see you off before you depart. I love you, baby girl.
I love you too, Mother.
When I was having difficulties with my son, sometimes I thought of you, Father. I cannot fathom having had more children to contend with all at once.
Yes, well, I was not terribly successful at contending with you a lot now, was I? Particularly Zeus. To think that I shall see him and the others again soon.
I can make no assurances about how you shall be received. These dreamlike memories we share did not reach Mount Olympus, it seems. But Zeus does have my full report.
Surely a ringing endorsement, but I merely jest. If time can be so cruel, then it is only fitting for children to be much the same. Would you not agree, granddaughter?
We may have more in common than we'd like to admit. But in any event, Lord Uncle Zeus asked you to come alone. Only the Fates now know what lies in store.
None. I cast them into the abyss. Had I known precisely where, they would have known how to get back.
We shall. And I look forward to testing this hypothesis.
Would that we could. Gods and titans may be doomed to live forever.
Indeed. Father, thank you for all your hospitality. It gladdens me to see you doing well.
I would not be, if not for you, daughter. I trust that we shall see each other again soon.
Likewise, Hades. At least this house is mostly to your preference again. Beyond these halls, of course, much more.
Yes, well, Father, I wish you the best with the ongoing...
That it is. I am prepared.
Shadows conceal you.
This feeling... Hello? Lord Moros, is that you?
All right, we're here. Well, what do you know? We got ourselves a visitor, ladies. Who would have thought? You found us, sweetie. You get, I don't know, 3 questions? 3 of us, 3 questions. Sounds reasonable, right?
You're the Fates. You're really here. Are you safe? In any distress? Your brother, Lord Moros, he searched everywhere for you, and not just him.
Are you safe in any distress? Phew, what do you think, ladies? We count that as 1 question or 2? I say go easy on her. Seems like a nice girl. Count it as just 1, okay?
Oh yeah, nice girl, you're right. Count it as 1. Okay.
Okay, we're fine, sweetie. At least now we are. Your grandpa got us. Yeah, we were a little miffed, you know? Because we'd been weaving and weaving and weaving. So then we figured, what's a better time to take a break?
take a break? Shouldn't you have sent word to Lord Moros, much less anybody else? He's been very concerned.
That's question 2. We did send word. That's why you're here. Moros, he's a real sweetheart. We figured he could use a little alone time. Okay, last question.
Last question, What do you all intend to do, now that Kronos no longer seems to be a threat? How do we prevent something like this from happening again?
Okay, now that I'm counting as 2 questions, so I'm only gonna give you the first one. Well, maybe it was the second. I'm getting mixed up. Point is, we're not gonna do a thing. This has been nice.
Not going to do a thing, and I'm unable to ask further questions, so perhaps you're going to elaborate.
Hey, who knows what's gonna happen, you or me? Look, all you gods, you got yourselves into this. I know. You think it's cause of us. Well, we don't like that kind of pressure. You've been doing okay on your own, so...
Yeah, you've been doing okay. So we are gonna let you keep this up.
We're gonna let you keep this up. And once you've had your fill, being without us for a while, you're gonna hand it over to mortals. Just like we're handing it over to you.
Hand what over to mortals? Which is to say, I don't know how I can respond to that without another question.
That's all right, sweetie. Think of it like, you gods can do your own thing for a while, then mortals can do theirs. It'll be a brand new age. Been a while since the last one of those.
So you're retiring, all 3 of you. No more weavings. We're to keep fending for ourselves, come what may.
Oh, come on. Don't make it sound like such a big deal. Not like you're gonna do anything different anyway. But you could. Just ask your old teacher sometime. Now, she's pulled some strings, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, teacher's definitely pulled some strings, all right.
You mean headmistress? So you're saying... I don't know what you're saying, but I'll ask. As you well know, I couldn't have done any of this without her.
Yeah, we know. Well, anyway, sweetie, we're gonna cut you loose, as we've got other things to do. But not weaving. Not for the foreseeable future, as they say. So nice to finally meet you. Bye!
Bye, and thank you all.
Thus did the 3 reclusive and feared fates, whose often unpredictable weavings determine all that is to come, even for gods, declare the dawning of another age. An age in which both mortals and immortals shall be free to choose their path, so long as they believe the choice exists. A golden age, during which mortal kind shall not be ruled entirely by divine right, but by itself. Word quickly spreads from the heights of Olympus to the depths of the underworld, foretelling of this perhaps very, very distant future filled with possibility and the unknown. Many rejoice, but others know that gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. For now, we can but use the time we have, both to prepare and, to the best of our ability, to live.
You had an audience with the 3 Fates. Your incantation from so many nights ago must have taken effect. Hermes indicated they're in good spirits, but shall be continuing their leave. Well done drawing them out, nevertheless.
Thank you, headmistress. I get the impression that they sought me more so than the other way around, but at least we know they're safe. They also mentioned you.
They did they? In what capacity?
They said you've... Well, is there someplace more private where we can discuss this, do you think?
Let's to the springs. You've earned the rest. And we can sit and talk about what's on your mind, and theirs. So, what do the 3 weaving sisters know of me then, You were about to say.
They told me... I believe the phrase they used was you had pulled some strings. They didn't elaborate, but suggested I ask you about it.
Pulled strings. I know full well what they meant. But to this point, I was uncertain whether they did. Let me twist your question back. What do you suppose they implied?
I got the sense they felt that you had altered their designs somehow. Pulling strings, changing their weavings, and not in a small way either, but I merely guess.
You don't merely anything, Malinois. Well, if those three already know my past, you ought to know it too. And 'tis easier to explain, I suppose, if you look upon me as I am.
Headmistress, what? You're beautiful. But what is this? I don't understand. Some trick you're playing, or some glamour, or...
No. The trick is when the veil is on. Look upon me, and do not avert your eyes. I know those eyes better than you.
How is this possible? Who are you?
When I was a mere babe, I washed up on the bank of the Cocytus, with naught but moonlight to guide me. Selene looked out for me, informed me that the Titan Kronos took my family, and that I alone escaped. Thus, I trained.
You trained for the task. Death to Kronos. You attempted all of that before I did.
Before is not entirely correct. I was a capable student, but very raw. Vengeance was my headmistress. And one night I found the wretch, spewed every curse that I knew, and descended into the abyss of his subconscious.
But I had you to teach me to descend to the abyss of the subconscious. You mean to say you figured it out entirely on your own? That's impossible.
Speaking from experience, I beg to differ. But at any rate, something did go awry. Time and nightmare fused, and I discovered I was someplace else. I sought the end of time, but had arrived somewhere closer to the beginning.
And then you lived for eons, waiting for the weavings of the fates and me for a second chance. Headmistress, Gods.
I dared not tamper with the fates' designs more than was strictly needed. In this form, I ingratiated myself to your father and mother, became handmaiden to the queen, in fact. Thus, when Kronos inevitably struck, they gave their newborn daughter not to the river Styx, but to me.
Then, you did everything in your power to prepare me, so that I might succeed where you failed.
Correct. 'Tis as I always told you, I am not your mother, Malinois. Neither did I have one myself. However, I had reason to be confident in your abilities. So, there you are. How you must hate me for all this.
No. How can you even say that still, Headmistress? I love you, and you are my mother, whether you can admit it or not. And even if we're far too much alike.
I love you too, of course, Malinois, with all my heart and soul. Far more than I could ever love myself. And I am so sorry for all that you had to endure, for the family you never had.
But I have my family. I have you.
Neria's soul must know of this, I trust you understand. The three fates, fine, and we and no one else. Now then, shall we pretend that none of this transpired?
I'll be discreet, of course, but won't pretend.